April. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. We are live at Bracken's Kitchen. I'm here with my favorite volunteers, April, Kelly, and Juan. And we thought we'd invite you into our little kitchen here. It's actually quite a big kitchen, as you see behind us. We rent space at Hana Kitchen, which makes an entire line of gluten-free pastries at Whole Foods. So if you ever need some really good pastries, that's the place to go. But anyhow, we are here with our recovered food program. As you can see here, we got tons of boxes of recovered food from the Chef's Den Hunger program, which is part of LA's specialty. Something they started several years ago, and they go out and work with hotels and restaurants to recover high quality, good food to help feed those who don't have anything to eat. And we're the processors of that food. So we have no idea what's in these boxes, but we thought that we would find out, and we'd invite you into it. I see Douglas Schoenfeld is watching us live. Hi, Doug. I hope you're well. This is neat. It pops up who's watching us. Did you guys know that? So let's get to it, everybody, and let's start looking in these boxes, and we're going to try to figure it out. April, if you want to slide this first box down and start pulling the cans open, everybody grab a box, and we're going to see firsthand what's in these boxes. That says egg rolls on it, so I guess we know what that is. That also says egg rolls, and that says pork loin. You can see everybody open up the boxes. We're going to set everything on the table, and we got 12 boxes with about 3 cans each. So 36 boxes of food that we are going to recover and repurpose into hopefully healthy and nutritious and tasty meals. Juan, how you doing over here?
Heavy potatoes.
Roasted potatoes. And it's really neat to see some of the food that comes back, and sometimes we have to get real creative in what we can do with it. Let's start pulling off some of these lids while they keep opening up the boxes. We'll just throw them in the trash can there. So you can see right there we have some roasted pork loin. I'm trying to maneuver this camera and hold it in such a way that everybody can see, because I can't see you and also see the pan. So there's a whole bunch of egg rolls. There's some leftover enchiladas. Let's keep going. There's potatoes. There's more potatoes. There's more potatoes. There's more potatoes. So as you can see, we got lots and lots of potatoes. And these tasty little morsels, I'm hoping they're tasty. Last week when we did this program, April and Kelly were surprised to see me tasting all of this food. But hey, how are we going to know what to do with it if we don't taste it? Let's move this pork loin down here with the other one. As you can see, we very quickly filled up this table. Just set it on the top of it, sideways across there. So what we do normally when we recover this food is we go through it and we look at what we got, and hopefully we can use all of it. Thus far we've been pretty lucky or blessed to be able to use most of the food. Let's keep going on and see what else we have in these boxes. It's a mystery for us. We never know what we're going to get. And when we're done, we'll kind of start talking about what I make with some of this stuff. I'm going to go back down to the end here and talk to you about my ideas of what we can do with this food while Juan and April and Kelly keep opening all the boxes. So needless to say, we got lots of pork loin here. And you know, if we're going to serve this to people, we need to make sure it's good and tasty. So I usually get to be the guinea pig and smell it all and taste it all. And you know, it's kind of dangerous, but somebody's got to be the taster. Not bad. Cold, dry, but we can take all this pork here. As you can see, we can dice it up. We can take all of these potatoes here, and like Doug suggested, we can make a potato salad for an event we have coming up, or we can take those potatoes, chop them up with this pork, and we can make a wonderful stew. Pork and vegetable stew. There's more diced tomatoes here. As you see, as we get down here, we got lots of lettuce. It's pretty easy to put in a salad. Egg rolls here. Got lots of egg rolls. They're probably going to create a little bit of a challenge for us. We'll have to get inside of them and see what's in there. Are they just vegetable egg rolls? Can we bake them in the oven and crisp them up and serve them just like that? I don't think I've ever made an egg roll casserole, so I'm not sure what we can do with it. But we'll get creative. There's a lot of enchiladas here. We can take enchiladas and turn it into literally an enchilada casserole, layers of enchilada, a good ground beef mixture, all sorts of things like that there with some meat sauce. we're getting down into this, and we see that we got some leftover spaghetti here. If you can see, look at all that wonderful fresh fruit. There's a variety of fruit here that we can probably turn that peach into, trim off the edges of it. We can probably turn that peach into, that's the nectarine actually, a wonderful casserole. Not a casserole, what am I saying? A cobbler. You know, a peach or stone fruit cobbler makes a nice dessert for the kids and families. We have a whole bunch of rice right here. You can see this rice here. So we can use the rice with the enchiladas and make a nice casserole with that. This is a little mixture of everything that makes our life very challenging. When we look at this, we got some, if you can see that, we got some steak in this pan. We got some salmon, some potatoes. So some of that we may not be able to use when people throw it all together. If you get down here, you see that we have some beautiful breast of chicken that has some sort of a sauce on it. I don't know what kind of sauce it is, but we're going to smell it. It smells pretty tasty, some sort of a tomato cream sauce. So that chicken we can probably dice up, grind up, chop up, use it again in the casserole or something else. Look at this, we have a whole bunch of beautiful shrimp. Look at these beautiful little baby shrimp here. We can use that shrimp and the lettuce in a nice salad. We got a few different pans of pasta here. We can maybe even take that pasta and that shrimp and throw it together and make a nice pasta salad. One of the fun challenges is there's some more rice. There's some more sandwiches that we got last week. So we got a company, obviously, who regularly donates their leftovers to the Chef's Den Hunger Program. Again, the Chef's Den Hunger Program is by LA Specialty, and it's a wonderful program and a way for hotels and restaurants to get rid of their leftover food that is perfectly good instead of throwing it away. We got a whole bunch of donuts. Let me tell you, donuts make really, really good bread pudding. So we'll probably make another batch of bread pudding for dessert. We don't like to serve a lot of dessert for our families because we really strive to serve a healthy and tasty meal to them, nutritious meal. Sugar is a no-no for us. But every now and then, especially our kids out at Ross Street House that we feed, they love dessert and sweets. So if we can make a bread pudding or something, we will do it. What do you got there, Juan? What's that labeled?
Chocolate.
Oh, look at that. Look at those beautiful cookies. The kids will definitely love those cookies if you can see those. We can serve those just as they are. Or again, we could use that in some sort of dessert. Last week, or 2 weeks ago, we got a box full of cookies that were all crumbled, and so we just crumbled them all up and used them as a topping. So as you can see here, we got some citrus olive oil cakes. We got some cookies. These are beautifully labeled. Sit that right on top, Juan. This company that participated in the Chef's Den Hunger Program obviously took a lot of pride in their leftovers, and they labeled them for us. They stacked them away nicely. So those are the kind of people that we love when they participate, those who really put a lot of effort into it. So we're going to stand here. We're going to save these boxes, everybody. Not yet. Hold on. So you can see right there, we have an entire table full of food that would have gone in the trash can. And whether you know this or not, America doesn't have a hunger problem, or I'm sorry, a food shortage problem. We definitely have a hunger problem. 1 in 5 kids in Orange County, 48% of every kid in the school that's on the free and reduced lunch program. But it's not because of shortage of food, it's because of food waste. According to the USDA, over 40% of all food grown or processed in America ends up in the trash. And as you can see right here, this is all food that would have ended up in the trash can if it wasn't for LA Specialty. So a huge thank you and a shout out to Rick Fisher, Mike Glick, and Mike Pearson, who started the Chef's Den Hunger Program at LA Specialty. They have trucks on the road every day, close to 200 trucks in Orange County. They give you the kits. You can see up there these beautiful boxes up on the shelf. The kits that they deliver them to their hotels and restaurants. And all the chefs and hotels have to do is put their leftover food in those boxes so we don't waste all this food. Again, I just can't say enough about this amount of food here that would have went in the trash can if it wasn't for Chef's Den Hunger. So our job now is to find a way to turn all this wonderful food into something even more tasty and nutritious and make sure it doesn't end up in the trash. So that's our live feed for the day. Everybody say hi and bye to Juan, Kelly, and April.
Thank you.
You know, she's a Chargers fan. Where's she at? And she's wearing a Broncos hat. Shame on them. I'm from Kansas City. But we're going to get them all wearing LA Rams hats now that the Rams are back in town. So thank you all for coming out and visiting us in our kitchen, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.